अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन
तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिति नामिने
स्वामिनिति नामिने।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे
पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे
वाञ्छाकल्पितरोभ्यश्च
पञ्चकल्पतरुवृक्ष
कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So let's discuss a very small thing about yesterday's discussion. Like Anusha Mataji explained, like how we should offer everything what we do to the Krishna. So as a sacrifice. So one meaning of the sacrifice here, like Mataji explained yesterday, is without any selfishness. So that is also one sacrifice or one kind of yajna. So yeah, like what job or any work we do or food we prepare. So those are sacrifices or yajna. Today, particularly, we'll discuss about food what we prepare. Okay, so I'm sharing the sloka. You can repeat after me. यज्ञशिष्टाशिनासन्तो
यज्ञशिष्टाशिनासन्तो
मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषै
मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषै
भुञ्जते ते त्वागं पाप
भुञ्जते ते त्वागं पाप
ये पच्यन्ते आत्मकारणात्
ये पचन्ते आत्मकारणात्.
So we'll see the synonym also. Okay. Yajna sista of food taken after performance of yajna. Of asina means eaters. Santas mean the devotees. Muchante get relief. Sarva from all kind of sins. Kilbishai from sins. Bhunjatete means enjoy. Who they enjoy. But grievous sins. Agam means grievous sins. Papa sinners. Ye who Pachanti, prepare food, Atma Karanat, for self enjoyment. So we'll see the translation also. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sins. So we'll discuss in detail about this in purport. So in purport, I'm reading from here the Santas. So the Santas being always in a compact love with the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the givers of liberation, or Krishna, the all attractive person, cannot accept anything without offering first to the Supreme Person. So in this we can see that devotees offer food to Krishna out of love. Like how, like example, we can say like how a mother, even though she is hungry, the child asks for food, she prepares food by herself and offers it first to the child, and then she eats. So she's not getting anything out of that. So in the same way, devotees also, out of love, they offer food to Krishna first. Okay. It is not like if you don't offer food, Krishna doesn't get any food. In Golak Vrindavan, Krishna has so many devotees, so many near dear, and moreover, Krishna has Mother Yashoda and Srimati Radharani to prepare very delicious foods. So it is for us, it is out of love, devotees offer food first to Krishna. So if we offer food to Krishna, So it is a kind of reciprocating with Lord. Therefore, I'll continue from here. Therefore, such devotees always perform yajna in different modes of devotional service. So, offering food is one devotional service, and other devotional services such as Shravanam, that is listening to the God, listening to the God pastimes, and the Kirtanam, that is singing about Lord, and the Smaranam, that is remembering of God, and Archanam is worshipping God, etc. So all these performances of yajna keep them always aloof from all kind of contaminations of sinful association in the material world. So here we can see that we have heard about positive affirmations and right, also power of good humble thoughts. So do you think that how we prepare food that also affects our nature? Can anyone? Okay. So it affects, right? So how we prepare food also changes our consciousness. So and so if we prepare it with angry, that same consciousness will transfer into the food. It will transfer whoever eating that food. And so we have to prepare the food with the consciousness that it has to nourish our bodies, has to nourish our senses, is has to change our thinking process into the positive way. Okay, and we'll continue reading here. And these performances of yajna keep them always aloof from all kind of contaminations of sinful association in the material world. Others, so here in the first two lines, it is explained that if devotees offer food out of love to the God, and how it helps us put away from these material contaminations. And then next two lines, it is explained that those who prepare food for sense or for self gratification are not only thieves but also the eaters of all kinds of sins. It is here two words are given, thieves and thieves. How are we gonna like thieves? So thieves is like, so everything what we are getting, it is from the Lord, right? So it is from the Krishna. So if you don't offer that to the Krishna, it is kind of like thefting from the God. So it means like that. But also the eaters of the all kinds of sins. Sorry. So here sin. So what are the sin we are doing? So eating is also sin. We may think like that. Even eating food also is a sin. Yeah. So in kitchen we may commit a small like small offenses, like while we are preparing food in on the stove or at the burner or the water pot, or when we are mixing, grinding or anything. Small creatures will die, right? That is also karma. So for that also we have to take a birth again. So for all this to be cleared, so we if we offer food to Krishna, so he will take that prasad. He will if you offer that to Krishna, he will convert into the prasadam. And when we take it, there will be no any sins or any like yeah, any kind of sin is not there. So how can a person be happy if he is both a thief and a sinful? It is not possible, right? So therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Yagna in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there will be no peace or happiness in the world. Okay, so here after Krishna says this sloka to the Arjuna, Arjuna will say that okay, I will not do anything, so there will be no karma, right? So like that Arjuna will be saying. Then Krishna again explains in the next sloka that we'll see the next sloka 3.14. Yeah, you can repeat after me. Annat bhavati bhutani
अन्नद् भवन्ति भूतानि
parjanyat annasambhava
पर्जन्यादन्न सम्भव
yajnat bhavati parjanyo
यज्ञात् भवति पर्जन्यो
yajnat karma samudbhava.
यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भव
So we'll see the synonym. Annat from grains, bhavanti, grow. Bhutani, the material bodies. Par Parjanyat from rains of food grains. Anna from food grains. Sambhava, production. Yagnat from the performance of sacrifice. Bhavati becomes possible. Parjanya means rain. Yajna, performance of yajna. Karma means prescribed duties. Samudbhava, born of. So translation, all kinds of body subsist of food grains, which are products from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, the sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed duties. So here, the Krishna is discussing about the cycle of food chain, like how foods are growing, or whatever grains, or leaves, or whatever vegetables. All this is a like a cycle. It all for all of us, we need food grains to eat. So how are they growing? With the rain. If the rain falls, only they'll grow, right? So how are the rains are falling? Rains are produced by performance of yajna. So how are yajnas are born? When prescribed duties are performed. So we'll read in the purport, we'll read from here the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord, who is known as the Yajna Purusha, or the personal beneficiary of all sacrifices, is the master of all the demigods. So here we can see that the master of all demigods is Krishna, who serves him as the different limbs of the body, serve the whole. Okay. The demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varna are appointed officers who manage material affairs. Here we can see the demigods are appointed by the Krishna to perform their individual affairs, material affairs, to manage all these things. And the Vedas direct sacrifices to satisfy these demigods so that they may be pleased to supply air, light, and water sufficiently to produce fruit grains. So generally we do, if you don't get rains, we'll do some kind of rituals or pujas to fond for the rains to come, right? So that is to please the demigods so that they'll give the rains. So here, Prabhupada is saying, when Lord Krishna is worshipped, the demigods who are like different limbs of Lord are automatically worshipped. So the demigods are like different limbs to the God. So here, one example we can see, right? See, like when we put water to the tree, we don't need to put like wet the each branch or each leaf, like, right? So if we put it directly to the roots, that will be enough. That will be good nourishment to the tree. That will give nourishment to each and every branch, each and every uh, leaf, right? So in the same way, when Krishna is worshipped, no need to worship demigods. Demigod will automatically, they'll be satisfied, because all the demigods are a devotee to Krishna. So for this reason, the devotees of the Lord who are in Krishna consciousness offer food to Krishna and then eat. Okay. So devotees of Krishna, they'll offer first food to Krishna and then they'll eat. So without offering food, they'll not eat uh, any kind of food. A process which nourishes the body spiritually. Here, uh, the benefits of offering food and taking that prasadam, we can see the process which nourishes the body spiritually. By such action, not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, but the body becomes immunized to all contaminations of material nature. Here we can see all our past sinful reactions is also vanquished. So by taking the prasadam. So, but also the body become immunized to all contaminations of material nature. So here, like immunized means, like we can say recently 2 years back we got COVID, right? We took vaccines, Covishield and Covaxin. So we got immunized for that. COVID. So in the same way, if we take prasadam, we'll get immunized to all the contaminations of material nature. So like here it is explained again, when there is an epidemic disease and antiseptic vaccine protects a person from the attack of such an epidemic. Similarly, food offered to Lord Vishnu and then taken by us makes us sufficiently resistant to material affections. Material affections here means the desire, the urge to want something materially, which is not permanent, which is unnecessary for us. And one who is accustomed to this practice is called a devotee of the Lord. Okay, so here we can see that, and one who is accustomed to the practice to this practice is called a devotee of the Lord, and therefore a person in Krishna consciousness who eats only food offered to Krishna can counteract all reactions of past material infections also, which are impediments to the progress of self-realization. So past material infections, like we can say, if a person is addicted to a cigarette, okay, he can't quit, but he want to do the devotional practice also. So when we practice these kind of sacrifices or taking prasadam or doing sankirtana or remembering Krishna, all that material infections also Krishna will purify that, which are, yeah, in this, yeah, which are impediments to the progress of self-realization. On the other hand, one who does not do so continue to increase the volume of sinful reactions. So it is given like, okay, what happens if we take prasadam? On the other hand, it is explained here that what happens if you don't continue the same things, no, not offering the food and taking the food. So it will increase the volume of sinful reactions, and this prepares the next body to resemble the hawks and dogs. So it will increase our sinful reactions, and we take birth in a lower species, okay, to suffer the resultant reactions of all our sins, to bear our sins. So the material world is full of contaminations, and one who is immunized by accepting prasadam of the Lord is saved from this attack. So whereas, so while taking prasadam also, our consciousness should be like it is it is not like just like a food or anything like that. We should honor it with great respect, that taking prasadam is like worshipping Krishna directly. So like that we have to think, and we have to honor the that prasadam with great respect. Whereas one who does not do so becomes subjected to contaminations. Okay. In the second paragraph also we'll read, food, grains or vegetables are factually eatables, right? The human beings eat different kinds of food, grains, vegetables, fruits, etc. And the animals eat the refuse of the food, grains and vegetables, grass and plants. So here, the human beings who eat meat and flesh, they depend on production of vegetation in order to eat the animals. Here we can see that the person who are eating meat, that is hen or anything goat, but those creatures also, they have to depend on the grains, foods, leaves, okay, which is coming from the nature, like vegetation and all, right? So here we can see, therefore ultimately we have to depend on the production of the field and not on the production of the big factories. Okay, the field production is due to sufficient rain from the sky. So this field production here, it is like the vegetation here. So is discussed is due to sufficient rains from the sky, and such rains are controlled by the demigods like Indra, Sun, and Moon, uh, etc. And they are all servants of the Lord. So uh, the Lord can be satisfied by sacrifices. Therefore, one who cannot perform them will find himself in scarcity. That is the law of nature. So if we offer directly to the Krishna, then automatically all the demigods will be satisfied, and they'll give rains. From that, we'll get the food. So in the last point, we'll see yajna, specifically the Sankirtana yajna prescribed for this age, must therefore be performed to save us at least from the scarcity of food supply. So here it is given like Sankirtana Yagna, that is Harinam Sankirtana. If prescribed in, it is performed in a prescribed way for this age, that is in Kali Yuga. So therefore, it will only save us from the scarcity of our food supply and protect us from all the contaminations of this material nature. Okay, here we can end. Anyone have any doubts? We can ask. Okay. Okay. Like in briefly, I can say that this is about offering food to Krishna, right? So we have to offer food to Krishna before we eat to uh, avoid the sinful reactions which we are getting while preparing the food. While preparing the food to protect ourselves from these sinful reactions, if we offer the food to Krishna, he will purify it and he will convert it into the prasadam. Then we don't have any sinful reactions and we can happily honor the prasadam. And while preparing food also, our consciousness should be like very positive, like this food we are going to serve Lord Krishna. It is not like directly Krishna will come and eat. So Krishna, we can say that Krishna, every limb, every part of the Krishna's body has all the senses. Like suppose we take hand of Krishna, so he can sense it, he can feel it, he can taste it with the limb. So all the limbs of the Krishna have all, he can feel all the things. So if we look at our prasadam also, it is like we can it is like he has took the prasadam like that. Okay. Smriti is asking, Mataji, not all times possible to offer. At times, what we eat is not prepared at home also. Then what to do? So, maximum we have to try to eat what is prepared at home only, because that, as I explained, that will affect our consciousness, right? So, most of the time, when we eat outside, what their intention would be, it is like how to get more money. Today customers are so many, so how to prepare the food, like adding these things, what is the intention, or he'll be carrying his all thoughts in his mind and he'll be preparing that food, so same consciousness will be transferring to us. So most of the time we should eat at home only. If it is not possible to uh, eat what is prepared at home, then we can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times and we can think it like we have offered the food to the Krishna from our heart and we can have it. And we have to offer food to the Krishna like possibly without onion and garlic. Mataji, we sometimes use onion and garlic also. Yeah, so we should not offer food to the Krishna with onion and garlic. Leela Krishna Prabhuji is asking, Mataji, serving food to Krishna means thinking Krishna before eating food, Mataji. Yes, thinking about Krishna. Yes, uh, serving food to Krishna means thinking Krishna before eating food. Yes, yeah. how to serve, how to, yeah. We have to serve food or whatever prepared to the Krishna by placing tulsi leaves, tulsi maharani leaves on the food which we have prepared on the that food, and we have to offer like that to the Krishna. Yeah. Is your doubt cleared? But in our house, we generally don't offer food, na Mataji. Yeah, generally we don't offer food because we don't know that like all these things, right? So we can offer from now when we have no, yeah, I will clear this first. We generally don't offer food. So we can, yeah, from after knowing this, we have to, after if we know that we have to offer food and we are only getting benefited, right? If you offer food, so it is for our benefit only. So we are getting clear from all the sins, and that the food is getting purified. We are getting so many benefits from spiritually also. We are getting so many benefits if we take this prasadam. So we can start offering. So what prayers we have to say while offering food to Krishna Mataji? Sure, I'll share how to offer, what are the prayers uh, which has to be done while offering prasadam. Sakit. Yeah, sure, I'll definitely share. Any other doubts do you have? Yeah, sure, Prabhuji, I will share. Okay, 8:40, we can end the session. Any doubts you can ask in the WhatsApp group, or you can, and you can share the points.